Today we'll be talking about h sound. H, h. You also say the h sound when you're laughing. Ha 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 ha. This h sound is very important, okay? But it's also very confusing in the Pali language. In Pali language. Now look at this. You have there the word bhante. Bhante. You see, the sound h is in the beginning. It is combined with b. B, h all together make up b. B. All right. Similarly, you have t, t, d, d, p. Okay. So we have various sounds with h. Also, we have k, ch, j, g. All right. Okay, that I think is pretty complete. So these sounds like ka, gha, cha, jha, ta, dha, daha, dha, pa, bha. You see, there are 10. These sounds are, each of them are actually one sound. It looks like BH like two consonants, but it's actually one. Bh is one consonant. B is one consonant. You see, B is something else than B. We distinguish them. They're so different. In Sri Lanka or in Myanmar or in Thailand, they have their special character, special letter. K is written in a different way than K. It's taken as one sound, one letter. K, G, Ch, J. All right. So this h, if it is added to a consonant like uh, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, and so on, if it is added to a consonant, then actually it makes the consonant something else. And therefore, we consider b consonant as one, not as two. We write it as two, but they're actually one. Or, for example, ch. Ch seems like two consonants, CH, but actually they are one. It's very important to remember that because you will be using it for an important reason. You already know that if you have a or o followed by zero or one consonant, then they are long. Now, what if they're followed by t or b or ch? Well, if you write it, it is two consonants, right? No. You write it as two consonants, but actually it is understood as one consonant. And therefore, if a or o is followed by ch or t or k or p, it is long. All right. And then we have, so this was one thing, but sometimes you have h alone, you know, like you have there the first word for you repeating after me, ahang. You see? Ahang. If H, ha, is alone, it is actually consonant on its own. If it is alone, as soon as it couples with something else, no, then we do not accept H as a separate consonant. If it is bh, then it is the H is just like a jewel on the b, right? As if somebody wears a nice necklace, then it is the person with the necklace. It is not a person and a necklace, it is a person with the necklace. Like B is B with H. We call it aspiration. When you have a consonant with H, like b, p, k, t, then we call these consonants, that K with H or C with H, we call it as aspirated. Aspirated, because we add more breath here. Aspiration means breath. Breath means aspiration. Aspiration means what? Breath. So when you have K, then it is K that is aspirated. Aspirated K is what? K. Aspirated P is what? P. Aspirated B is what? B. Because there is added breath into the consonant. But if H is alone, well, then it is alone. Then it on its own, it's a consonant. Aham. All right. And then, second thing, let's look at, see, we didn't have doubles. We didn't have, yes, we did. We did have doubles, right? Okay, that's good. Now we will be looking at the and the. Now, for example, when you say, for example, daddy, daddy, look at where is your tip of your tongue coming, at the upper jaw. Upper jaw is the upper part of your mouth. Lower jaw is the lower part of your mouth. And we are here talking about the bone and the teeth. So lower jaw is the lower part of your mouth. Upper jaw is the upper part of your mouth. Now, in the upper part of your mouth, in the upper jaw, behind the teeth, you have a ridge-like place. You touch that ridge by your tip of your tongue when you say daddy. Say it in your mind or say it out loud. Daddy. Where does your tip of the tongue touch? At the upper part of your mouth. Daddy. Daddy. You see, the tip of the tongue is touching a kind of sharp place in your mouth, in the upper part. Daddy. All right. Now, what if you say, for example, this? When you say the word this, where do you keep the tongue in your mouth? This. This. The tongue touches the upper part of your mouth again, but closer to the teeth. You see? It's touching the teeth bluntly. This. This. You see? It's different from daddy. Daddy, where the tongue is touching the ridge, the sharp place in the mouth. In this, it is touching a blunt place in the mouth. This. This, daddy. Now for we write D without a dot. For the, we write D with a dot. They are both D in Pali. We have the and d. The is D without a dot below. And d is D with a dot below because it's sharp. So you have sharp D, d. You have blunt D, the, d, the, d. We distinguish them very clearly. Similarly, we have the, d, the, d. You see, again, we keep the tongue somewhere else. For the, we keep the tongue bluntly right behind the teeth. The. For t, we keep the tongue sharply right at the ridge. T, t. So we need to distinguish the, t, the, d. You see, they are different sounds in Pali language. Now, for example, in the word bhante, You see, in the word bhante, the th is blunt. There is no dot below T, you see. If it was, if there was a dot below T, it would be bhante. But no, that's wrong. You should never say that. It is bhante. You see, it's kept bluntly at the top of the mouth. Now we have also t, and we will have it at the lower. Pamadatana. We are at the fifth precept. So there you have Surameraya Majja Pamadatana. You see, there you have. Can you see the little dot below T? Maybe we can underline just the TTH. That's enough. So we have here TTH. Do you see the little dot below T? That dot below T says that this is the sharp T. D, D, D. Okay. But uh, that is different from, for example, Tisaranena. Okay. Below on the other line, we have Tisaranena. D, D, D. You see, it's different. The, D, the, D. We do not have sharp D in this text. We have only blunt D. The. So you say, for example, here you say Pamadana. See that the is blunt, t is sharp. Pamadana. Okay. Need to be very exact because I'm very strict about it. Okay. Always must be correct. If you're wrong, well, then correct yourself and gradually get better. But always you need to try to be precise. Sura meraya majja pamadatana. Okay. All right. So that was an additional note.